sit across the table from you. Once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. Oh, the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
people from you. Once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget.
with dwarfism who can see ghosts and is also a criminal running around, small, medium, at large.
So now people can hear what I'm saying as well as what you're saying. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. That was my fault. TikTok actually had audio before the regular stream had audio. Never let it be said, TikTok, that you are the redheaded stepchildren that you actually are. You are the redheaded stepchildren. We're sorry. But at the same time, you got audio first. Love you.
Oh, for sure.
Hello to you. Cam, are you okay?
Redheaded stepchildren.
Yeah, but
To be fair, most people prefer redheads, as you know, Em.
Yes. 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 Yes, I do.
You do. A certain bug.
Any OC that I have has red hair. People just like, hello, come here. Let me be friends with you. Let me thirst over you. And then, I have a number one simp now that isn't my husband.
Who is it? Other than Liz, your wife.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not Liz either.
It's not
Oh my
Liz?
God,
No.
who is it?
Oh my
You got a
goodness.
new spouse is about to
Secrets.
drop.
So many secrets.
Dish.
I guess we'll have
No.
to go watch
Wait.
those videos to
Sphinx,
find out.
what was that hand motion again?
Dish.
No, it's. I'll explain during break. I'll explain
I
during
got the
break.
right level and everything.
But,
Come
like,
on.
If you see a
Thought I did it
comment
right.
from one person on most of my videos, it is consensual. It's fine.
It's
We're
fine.
good.
It's
It's
fine.
it's not creepy.
fine.
We're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the not creepy edition of Dinner and a Game Emerald Sanctums. We welcome you and hope that you have a wonderful time. We are going to be playing World of Darkness tonight. We would say that we're playing Vampire, or we would say we're playing Mage, or we would say we're playing Changeling, but we're not. We're playing all of them. So if you guys have never seen this before, in the old days, this was called an Orphans game. Nowadays, we call it a multi-splat game. And what we're going to be doing is we're playing a bunch of characters that were made with the World of Darkness 20th edition rules, or a modification therein if they didn't fully fit it. And what we are doing tonight is we're continuing and going for about the past 2. And we're going to be playing a game set in Seattle, hence the name Emerald Sanctum. And our players have gone through a lot. Our characters have gone through a lot. Our players have also gone through a lot because, every single one of them is a trauma junkie, and I am their dealer. And they still haven't paid me anything, so I guess I'm a bad dealer.
I paid you in letting you still have your knees, actually.
You keep on threatening to take them if you ever make it back to Gen Con, and this year you're actually staying with me.
Yeah, that's my payment. Your knees are on layaway, and I own them.
There's so many
There you go.
portions of my body that are like claimed by my various tables that I feel like if I ever encounter everyone face to face, it's gonna be more like a human butcher shop tutorial than an actual like meet and greet.
You're gonna get taken apart like a Lego set.
Yeah, I'm gonna be vivisected is what I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Wait. Do I need to adjust my camera?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. You need pan up a little.
I guess.
So whenever that happens, I'm dressing up as Audrey too, and we're singing "It's Supper Time." It's happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. All right, perfect.
You got your number now.
Oh shit. So let's go ahead and say hi to our amazing and lovely who are going to go through this trauma and allow them to tell you who they're playing this evening. Who we're going to start with? You know what? It was just their birthday, so let's start with the incredible, the amazing Sphinx Akasha.
Oh, hi! It was my birthday.
It was.
Hello. Tis true. Hello, everyone. I am Sphinx Akasha. I am your champion of bards. I am your storyteller for all seasons, the keeper of the Eye of the Wayfarer, and the proprietor and founder of the Everbright Archive. What is the Everbright Archive, you ask? Well, I'm so glad you asked. It is a tea house. dead set in the center of the multiverse, in a place where that is both accessible by every universe and accessible by no universe. You'll be finding out more about the Everbright Archive and what goes on there as time goes by. So we are in full sharing mode now. So trickles, bits of info as we approach Gen Con will be released into the ether for you all to nom on, or sip on. It being a tea house. Tonight, I will be playing Emrys Malik Grant, our Order of Hermes mage. He is also the current Merlin, and is hunting for this universe's version of Excalibur. But first and foremost, he just wants a quiet moment alone with his fiancée now that she's in town.
And may or may not want to drive a sword. Husband.
He doesn't necessarily want to, but he might have to.
Well, it's hanging over her husband right now like the sword of Damocles, and you literally got permission from Rose to stab him.
True, but we're gonna try not to stab him if we can help it. But if we do have to stab him, we will.
If we do have to stab him, all the paperwork's been filed.
Yeah, paperwork's been filed.
Oh, and the red has come out for this because there's going to be blood, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Have mercy.
I'm just trying to preemptively prevent a migraine. So
Gotcha.
Yep.
Since
Or you're trying to preemptively make us simp for you. It's too late, Em. It's too late.
Yeah, we're all simps here. You don't have to do extra. It's okay. We're already
Same, though.
obsessed.
Since they flashed us with the red, then called attention to themselves, let's act like any predator and pounce. Em, how you doing tonight?
hi, I'm doing great despite being a little angry, but we're getting over the angry. We'll be fine. We will be
Rest
fine.
in peace to all those contacts.
Rest in peace.
A moment of silence.
A moment of silence.
Who do we have to hurt? Who we hurt?
No. So for context, I just lost all of my contact lenses, and I'm talking like over $200 worth because for those who do not know, my house has been fumigated off and on for the last month. And I looked in my cases, and there was crystallization in it, and I don't know if they're protein crystals or not, and I'm not risking it.
Mm-hmm.
So not risking it. Because those who don't know, I clean my contact lenses every other week just to make sure they're fine. They're safe. Everything. That's how I prolong the usage of my contact lenses.
I'm just glad you caught it before you put.
Yeah, seriously.
So the way that my cases are built, they have a clear window so I can see if there's crystals inside of them before I even open it.
That's good. But
Yeah.
all that being said, to escape the loss that you felt,
Yes.
who are you going to play?
I am be playing Countess Rosaline. She is a she-noble from House Islanded, and we may have to stab husband number 2, and husband number 1 is still stuck in a telescope somewhere, which I need to go check on Molly about that today, so that's going to be a thing.
Always with the apparently now a wife.
And wife.
You keep on collecting them. I don't know if someone told you that, the person with the most wins or what, but you're
Clearly, it's a contest.
I guess it's a wait. Since when is this a contest?
I don't know. You're the one
Also,
collecting them.
for those who play Changeling the Dreaming, their whole thing with romance is a big part of their thing, and it's all about being theatrical.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is literally, it's literally in the book. And the sad part is Rose has empathy for her romantic legacy, so she knows what her partners are feeling at all times, which is awful because she's also a troubadour, which means she feels emotions 10 times more than normal people.
with 3 separate partners.
Yep.
And being that you're all changeling.
Yep.
Rip.
No.
That's why-
I'm just wondering if you can detect their emotions all the time. You know at least one of them is horny, at any given time. So how does Rose stay calm?
She's just mentally screaming because she's emotionally overstimulated at all times.
Yeah.
She just took out some
am.
of it on the Oni a couple sessions ago. Just, I'm just fed up with all of these emotions that are mine, so let's just go murder something with fire.
So, murdering things with fire is a specialty. Let's go ahead and say hi to the next person. Let's see, we went angles. Let's keep on going corners. Let's go to one of the latest amazing cast and an amazing person themselves. Code. Why are you?
Hello.
At least you didn't do the off time to blink.
Oh nope, there it was. Fucking little American Girl doll blinks. Like,
It is one of my favorite things to do. It's a great stim, and it's a stim that horrifies people, which makes it even better.
So,
My wife just screamed creepy as fuck from the bedroom.
yes.
Hello, I'm Cove. I use he, they pronouns. My only goal in life is to become a little cretcher. That's kind of it. So the more people I creep out by the actions I do, hell yeah! And today I get to play one of my least murderous characters. Which, given the fact that he's a pirate and will murder literally anyone for his crew, is not saying a lot, but he is one of the least. Thea, who's a Macaulay.
Can't not say. And because they're a Macaulay, they could technically have lizard gecko blinking patterns so you get it all the time. And we will now hit the final cornerstone of Dinner and a Game, and an absolute cornerstone with Dinner and a Game, the incredible Diamond. Diamond, how you doing?
When the fuck did I become a cornerstone?
Because you're in the corner.
Oh,
On screen.
okay.
And you're Diamond to make sure that everything works.
Oh, that's right.
Diamond, is it a stone?
This is also
Stone
true.
Cold Killer.
Stone Cold Fox, more like.
Oh, hell
Damn.
yeah. Anyone see their latest TikToks? If you need verification
Be
more
good.
than on screen, go follow Diamond's TikToks.
Go follow Diamond right the fuck now.
It's okay.
doing-
We're all fine.
I'm doing fine.
Good.
It's been a lot. It's been a day. It's been a lot of me getting things ready to host a bunch of meetings back to back to back soon. But hiya, I'm Madness Diamond. I use they, she pronouns. And tonight I'm gonna play Bay, the very human hunter, the martyr creed, who is very squishy, and most likely gonna go across the street and bug the shit out of the other hunter. And
You
show
put
that
on
Bay actually
assignment.
has a use. Yeah, Bay has a use. They're better with humans and kindred than with anything else. It's fine, and they'll probably just take the shifters with them if the shifters want to come on a field trip
Across the street.
across the street.
And finally, we have our adopted daughter and soon-to-be roommate at Gen Con, where they will extract some of my bones. Milagros. Milagros, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm having a chill week. And I really appreciate getting to go to... I will not be part of Kingdoms of Mist tomorrow. I think there's going to be a different game going because I've been invited to be a regular at an open mic at a lesbian bar here in Brooklyn.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I really miss performing. So on the second Wednesday of every month, I will be performing. And I do get videos of all of them. I have to figure out a way to actually post them to Discord because the files are big. So I might start uploading them to YouTube, but like keeping them unlisted so I can share them around. But
you can also
yes.
if
Yeah,
the
I can
place-
do that.
If the place will allow you to.
They don't have the setup for that.
No. I meant you can stream your recordings.
Oh yeah, no, they would let me do that. The recordings are mine. It's fine. But it's very cool to be performing again. And the person that I practice with and have as my accompanist, because I used to play guitar, but I'm really out of practice and I can't play any other instrument consistently, Also is possibly casting me for a musical that they wrote, and I'll be going to the callbacks for that on Saturday. So very excited. Lots of like fun creative things happening. And this is my other fun creative thing where I get to improvise with my friends and play pretend, and it's so fun.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and so today I will be playing Pandora, our Black Fury werewolf and resident murder machine, also known as the Blender, and so excited to possibly get to use the gifts I bought all these dice because I have to roll so many dice for damage every time I fight, and also possible soon to be or current lackey of the captain. Because Fia has too much authority for Dogbrain to argue with, and also just the person running around. That's what she did last session, was just running around, head on a swivel for like, what do I need to do?
We're going this way. Okay, we're going that way. Okay,
So we're going this way. We're going that way. I need to take this person upstairs. Don't let them leave the downstairs. Got it. Oh no, he's throwing up. He's throwing up. Mom, he threw up.
Oh no, Mom threw up. There we go. Now everyone's throwing.
Yeah, this is a big problem. Yeah. So just happy to be here. Hopefully, I'll get to roll any of my 20 murder dice. I got blood themed ones too.
And you can find all their content in our chat right now. Please remember, if you want to do any one thing for any content creator, the biggest thing you can hit that simple button. We would do this no matter what. We're all creatives. We all do this fun for us, our hobbies. But you take that time to hit that like or follow button. It just gives us that little bit massive dose of sympathy that helps us feel like someone else. We cannot even begin to put that in words what that feels like, because even people with like hundreds of thousands of followers, that follower count go up and know that they're doing something right. And it's so please do that for them if you can. Remember, if you would be willing to help us, we are also still raising funds for PCRF. We are so close to our goal, ladies and gentlemen. As of right now, let me check the total. We are at $797 and $1,000 out of our $1,000 goal. That puts us within just a tiny distance of reaching that goal. So what we're doing for that is, if you want to help us, you can donate to PCRF. But if you donate to PCRF, do remember that you can affect the game with your donations. The listing of how you can affect the game is in the chat. But because we have multiple different things open right now for you to actually do donations through, well, not do this, but do donations at, we're talking about the different social medias we have going right now. What we need to affect the game, put in the comment section for the donation box that you want it to affect and how you want to divide your donation up. As you can see, the donations are done in dollar increments. They're done from $1 to $50, and they have different effects. Like the highest effect, Devastator, costs $50 to donate. But if you use Devastator, you can make someone roll the maximum outcome of their dice pool. Like if this is a dice pool game, so in this particular game, it means that they will get maximum number of successes, number of dice they roll. And then when they go to their damage, they will do the of damage, which means that every single die and every single roll, so it can be just game changing. So if you do choose to donate, remember to let us know how you want the donation divided up. Any donation is fine. $1, you can still give lend a hand, which gives +1 on one of their die. Everything counts, even no matter what the amount. And this charity, it all matters, because as we've all heard, horrible things happening right now. There's is one of the international charities that's trying to do what you can to help. If you want to help Dinner Game, you can subscribe here on Twitch, subscribe on any of social media subscriptions, which is TikTok, YouTube. You can follow us on, give us stars on Facebook. You can use super chats on YouTube any way you want to. Don't really mind. Bits on Twitch. It's everything's good. Love everything. And if you can, and if you want to contribute, but you want something more, and have merch, such as the shirt that Milagros is wearing right now. My coffee mug is a Dinner and a Game coffee mug. Oh, you know what? I'll get it in a minute. We have tumblers, though. That's what I was going to show you in there. And if you want to support us and buy merch, you can rep that merch. And we would love to see pictures of you if you do buy our merch with your merch so that we can put them up on our Facebook and all our other social media to show people that Dinner and a Game has stuff that's really cool and we want to share. Do not forget also, if you want stuff that is not directly Dinner and a Game, but you want stuff that is amazing, we have a partnership with Many Worlds Taverns. Many Worlds is a purveyor of fine teas and coffees, and if you use the link in chat right now to place your order, we'll get 10% of that order, and if you use the discount code Dinner and a Game at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. And right now they're doing free shipping on any order, and trust me, go order over 50, all on me. Oh, and Sphinx, I need to get your address after the game because they have a new tea that they just got in, and I want to send it to you.
Yay!
It is incredible. It is. All right, so all that being said, why don't we go ahead and play? Because we ended on a really, really good spot last time, and it goes. I just happened to be looking right at you when you did
Good
that.
spot. Good spot. Emo husband's about to get shanked.
He's not evil.
Emo. I said emo husband.
Emo. I thought you said evil.
No,
it's like
emo.
there's an evil kitty on the screen right now.
I love them just yanking like it's a chicken leg. Like just
I love how the cat just turns around. Is like, oh, it's fucking
the little
on,
drumstick.
All right, so I can see them yet.
Unhand me, mother.
So, when we left off, Emery's. Or should I say? Oh, someone followed us somewhere.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much for the bits, beautiful wife. I understand you gave us 100 bits, but you're still not using the sound alerts, which is where those things come from. If you wanted to do something with that, but all that be. That's not how that works, my love.
Who's getting stabbed?
Who's getting? Oh,
Who's
yes,
getting
no.
stabbed?
So
yeah, emo husband is getting stabbed.
He's not getting. So, Emery's, how do you want to stab him? Because apparently you're stabbing him. You don't get a choice.
I didn't want to stab him.
Apparently, I don't get a choice in the matter. That's rude.
It seems like
Hold on,
no, the cast is voted. It seems to be unanimous.
The whole point of me bringing Excalibur out wasn't necessarily to stab him. It was like to use its power to diagnose and try and help get this iron out of him.
And I will say, and I quote from my verbatim notes
If
from
you
Rose,
gotta
if you need to stab him, stab him.
If you need to. Keyword, if you need to.
And he said, I don't want to stab him, but he might need to stab him.
Rose's
And he's
husband,
gotten the wife's blessing, the wife general.
Rose's husband Aiden is a fae, and he's poisoned with cold iron. And they're trying to figure out a way to get the cold iron out of him. The way they determined they're going to do that is reverse time on Aiden to make it go back to a point where the cold iron wasn't in his system. Rose unfortunately botched their roll.
I did. It was so bad.
So
and I threw up in a tub.
Yeah, and you threw up in a tub. And Emery's is doing their best to try and do make a save on that, and they're trying to use their time magic to affect it. And they went and grabbed Excalibur because Excalibur allows them a lot of bonuses to using their magic. Yeah. And now they're holding Excalibur over Aiden's head, and apparently the entire group is chanting "stab him."
Just do what you need to do, Emery's.
Well, hopefully I don't need to do anything drastic, but we'll only time will tell.
Oh
yeah.
no!
Oh, But you already got permission if you have to do something drastic.
All right, I'll keep that at the back of my mind.
We got this.
No pressure, right?
No pressure.
So Aiden's laying there. He coughs. A little bit of blood comes up. His eyes kind of like look over at you, Rose, and he goes.
Don't do this.
He just goes, and he flops back down.
What did he do?
He flicked you off.
He flipped you
You
off.
told Emery to
Slowly.
stab him.
Slowly.
How is he feeling right now?
He feels like
besides
he's dying.
emotionally,
He's
besides
dying
feeling
again. He's
Emotionally,
this is the second time
honestly,
today.
here's the weird thing. In his emotionally, Aiden finds all this very humorous in a kind of morbid kind of way.
He is an emo kid.
He just stares at him.
You see, his lip is curled up in a very slight grin.
He's finding this funny.
Of course, there's
You
also
gotta
an
stretch.
overwhelming amount of pain.
If you weren't dying, I would smack you right now.
Please don't smack him.
I'm not.
That-
Coughs up a little more blood.
Okay, let's get him fixed, and then I need to go deal with the situation out with the bunch of Fae upstairs and the situation at the planetarium.
Oh, we got to stretch.
Okay.
I don't
cannot.
want to stretch.
I cannot.
Make the kitty
Make
stretch.
Ichigo
Stretch the
stretch.
kitty.
Stretch the kitty.
He will scratch me.
Oh no.
Have you not accepted that as being a cat mom?
I do.
What
She's
is the
embedded.
price of love?
No. She's
No.
being good to all mamas.
Oh, she's being very good right now.
All right, so
She's waiting
Okay.
for violence. She's
She's
waiting
waiting
for your violence.
Speaking of the Fae, I'd just like to say that because there's terms for how they're supposed to come in, Pandora is outside ushering them in and being like, you gotta pay for something. You too, you gotta pay for something. And making sure that they all buy stuff.
Good, good.
and
She
Diamond,
doesn't
you
want them to
officially have
get-
a pass.
Right. Right. She doesn't want them vaporized. You gotta pay for something.
Have to go shopping.
Yeah, they have to be
Alright,
shopping.
Emery's-
They have to be
Have
customers.
to be customers.
All right, Emery's you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah.
This will be a first. And we're gonna attempt to reverse the flow of time around Aiden.
So it's an arete roll.
Yep.
You're in your sanctum. I don't remember if you laid him in this.
I did drag them out into the circle.
So difficulty is 6.
Cool.
Thank fuck.
Circle really helps.
It
Mhm.
really does. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. No abachi.
All right. With that many successes, you can literally control the flow of time when it comes. If you combine your forces and or matter, if you have anything in matter,
I've got 1 in matter.
if you can use, because all you need is a 1 to do what I'm thinking about doing, you can literally time the forces and the matter, physically separate the iron from Aiden as if it never
That's
went
what I was
into
hoping.
his system. And so basically it's going to appear where it was before it was injected.
Cool. Yeah, I do that then.
So as you do that, there is a vial, because remember, Aiden drank that potion. And there's an empty vial in one of Aiden's little bandoliers he wears that he keeps all his potions in. And you see inside that vial, there's just a bunch of, looks to be dust in the vial now.
I point at the vial and I go, no one touched that. And I reach down and I take the bandolier off of him.
You know, Rose, you can tell as the bandolier comes by you, it is cold iron, but it is like, even if it got thrown on you, it would just be a light irritant. But the simple fact that it was inside Aiden's body is what was causing all the problems.
Rose is just scooting back away from the bandolier.
Gotcha. And so there is a few moments where Aiden is kind of just laying there. And as the overall effects of the magic kind of wash over him, all the paleness quickly leaves his face. His color rushes back. He stops with stops having trouble breathing almost immediately. See him relax. The pain look on his face fades away, and as the amused look on his face does as well. And he kind of like he opens his eyes and goes like, oh, he actually opens one eye, and he looks at Rose. Then he closes his eye again. He's like,
were you expecting something different, Aiden?
if I was dead, then she wouldn't have time to get.
I apologize for saving your life.
Why would you think I would get vengeance on you?
He did flip you off a bit ago.
Good point. I was gonna give him a pass.
And he kind of looks.
Oh.
He opens up both eyes. He props himself up on his elbows, and he said, "Have I ever passed on?" And he
Because
begins
you
standing
almost
up.
died. Because you almost actually
He
did
begins
die.
standing up.
I go into, I run into my office really quick, and I grab a lead box because, of course, I have one. And I grab the vial off the bandolier and
He's
I
a
put it
hermetic
inside
mage.
the
Of
lead
course
box.
He fucking has a lead box, people.
Yeah.
Um,
I put the iron inside the lead box, and I'm like, no one fucking touch this.
Aiden, you and I need to head to the planetarium with all of the people upstairs.
Like he's over in the kitchen. He's like watching all the blood off his face, and he's like, "Emery's, do you have a?"
Yeah. Color preference?
He's like, he kind of looks down at his ensemble. Black?
Cool. And I run into the bedroom.
Pink, give us something pink. Give us something pink.
A minute or two later, I come out with it's a black shirt, but it's got pink pinstripes on it. Yeah.
Aiden peels his shirt off and just puts the shirt on, and he's like, "Nice."
You got a good figure on that.
Once the thing, whatever happens at the planetarium, and you, points at Emery's, have time with your fiance, we'll figure out what to do with the Hind King David mess.
Sure. Also, while you're going about doing that, maybe find out where and why Aiden had a potion that had cold iron in it. I feel like that is also something that we should add to the agenda.
Yes.
I don't know where that could have happened.
It could have been before we got back.
If so, then it's how'd that happen in.
I don't. We'll figure it out.
I know. All right, we gotta.
When
go.
we get him back, he'll be the smart one. Let's go.
Aiden takes Rose by the hand and begins walking up.
She'll whistle at the group upstairs and be like, "We're rolling out. Let's go."
They're all like, they just follow out the door. So Aiden and Rose are headed to the planetarium. It's gonna take a bit to get there. Returning back to everyone else who's downstairs. That bit of chaos is now over.
I turn to Val, like still like sword in one hand, like so that happened.
Val's kind of looking at you, sword. You look at you. It did. Kind of points at this, and
this is It is Excalibur, but it's not an Excalibur that belongs here.
Okay, because I understood where the thought it was appointment hunting.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah.
So does that mean that this is the times?
I certainly hope not.
Because you understand,
I have
that
anything
you
to say
understand the
about
whole
it.
point of the prophecy is that when Merlin comes back with Excalibur and tries to find the one and true king, that it's because the final battle is about to occur.
Then with any chance, we're going to win that battle and not die.
In the Christified legends, it's when Lucifer comes back and they stole all the Arthurian legends, ruin them. But
Sure.
in this case, it is when Arthur stands up against the forces of evil, put them down for the final time.
Yeah.
Would you have any idea who?
There's a theory, uncertain as of yet, if it is in fact true or not. There's still some testing. How do you test for that kind of thing? Well, I'll figure it out.
You better. You're the Merlin.
Yeah. But I first have to find the one true Excalibur, which again is not this one. This one is I borrowed from an alternate Merlin from an alternate timeline. Magic is fun, isn't it?
When you said you were going to move to Seattle and open a coffee shop, I thought it was like, hey, I've had an action life. I'm going to go into like Earth. What exactly happened between now and then?
Let's see. The world almost ended twice now. And
how does it keep involving you?
That's a really good question. I have loads and loads of questions about that myself. I need to figure out. I would very much like to talk to the other Merlin. That lent me this blade, and would like to figure out how this whole like cycle of of being the new Merlin happened, because I didn't ask for that. The whole point of my you're half right. I wanted to kind of like live a bit of a quiet life, help out some other supernaturals, just be a guy that like helps bring people together and that has everybody kind of like live like a nice cozy harmonious life. And now people are trying to kill me. It's great.
So basically,
and like just has that look. Pretty much, yeah. It definitely seems that way. My power is a tea shop.
Kind of looks around. It's just still a nice t-shirt.
Thanks. I put a lot of work into it.
So, number one.
I missed you too. And I put the sword down. I walk over and like I just wrap my arms around her.
She wraps her arms and like she's squeezing around her gate, and kind of muffled almost into your chest. She's like, number two, I'm afraid we don't seem to have the time for the proper reunion.
Goodness gracious, I would love to have the proper reunion that we should be having.
I imagine.
It's true, I do. Yeah. We could. I'm sure I could work something out.
I mean, technically, it's magic for your own gain, but let's say that I have jet lag and I need to.
Yeah, you need your rest
that
and
time, can we?
No, we. Yeah. We're gonna go rest, and I have to make sure that you take your rest.
Yeah.
You're taken care of, and
you'll be a horrible host if
exactly. No
the
one
laws
wants
of
me to
hospitality apply.
the laws of, especially the wizards. So yeah, I have to be hospitable and
She
make
kind
sure
of-
that you're
She
comfy and
kind of
cozy.
takes you. What are you wearing right now, by the way? Wearing
I'm wearing like a pair of jeans, like a t-shirt, and one of my blazers.
Okay, so she grabs you kind of by the lapel of your blazer and starts turning around, walking down the hallway. She says, "You learn how to cast fast."
Not a problem. And he's just start casting immediately.
Not gonna make you roll for the fade to black.
Yeah.
So, let's go upstairs. So, Pandora, you and Bay, are you upstairs still too? Right? Oh, you were
I'm
downstairs.
in the basement.
Oh wait,
I'm
that's right.
calling collect to Apollo in the living room.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
While all this is going on, and Babe's like, "Oh, there's my allergies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I'm nauseous. Oh, I'm sick."
Yeah.
And it's just like I imagine just not even.
Foul.
Oh, literally, they're sitting on the floor, and I imagine these two just walk right past, behind, or
I'm
like,
assuming
above.
that basically Hermes
Emrys.
is going to go ahead and basically cast the ritual on his room, so that it can be basically in a little time bubble.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Or
100%.
As if Emrys does start casting like prior to getting past Bay, Thea like looks over to a little end table, picks up the nearest non-harmful object and throws it at him.
At Emery's or at Bay?
At Emrys.
No, he won't. He wouldn't do that until he gets down to the hall.
Okay.
He's actually using.
Yeah.
He's actually targeting the door.
Yeah.
So
Magic beard.
Line of sight. Line of sight.
You are reaching. You are sitting down. You've entered a meditative state. You're trying to.
I don't think we've hit the meditative state yet, because I think it's been looking at like, oh, there was somebody getting stabbed in the bathroom. Oh no, he's now being dragged out of the bathroom into the circle. I remember being in that circle. It was weird. Oh, now there's magic. Brace for impact. Okay, I'm fine again. Oh, look, flirting's happening. This is nice. They deserve to spend time together. There's time magic. Oh, there they go. Oh, good. The magic's centered now. It's just like a little bit of a sneeze. And I think they're fucking. Good for them. You know what? Good for them. And then it's back to the meditative state and looking at Fia. Like, things are fun here.
Things are funny here. Was all of that out loud? Please say that was all out loud.
It was basically really under Bay's breath. But the reaction of like, I think someone's getting stabbed in the bathroom. Oh no, he's being dragged in a circle. Hey Fia, I was dragged into that circle willingly once. We found out there's a god in my head. And then it turns into, okay, brace for impact. Magic happens. Weird shit happens with magic that Faye doesn't understand because it's Faye shit. It goes back to arranging crystals and things, and then it turns into, oh, Rose and Aiden have left. Aiden didn't die. Sweet. I don't know where Pandora is. I hope Pandora is fine. Then it's just basically telling that to Fia. Then the conversation stops once Bay realizes there's a stranger here in Val because they weren't introduced to Val at all.
And Val just wandered off down the hall.
They knew Everest had to go pick up his fiance, so just connecting the dots. And then as, they're going, it's just the door shuts and Faye just says, I think they're gonna use magic to fuck. You know what? Good for them. I really hope that's Emrys's fiance. All to Fia and Basalt.
And Basalt's kind of still, he's on the couch and he's like, Captain, it's not much different than the crew. Not to get used to all the straight people.
That is definitely one of the newer things.
Yeah. We had to act as if.
Not to my knowledge. Not to my current knowledge. I mean, you've been here longer than I have, so
Well,
you
know,
would
that's
know.
just it. I've been kind of walking around for 10 years and stuff, and it's changed a lot in 10 years.
Then Fia's gonna look at Bay and in full seriousness, but that full like levity with seriousness, go, do you have to act different around straight people?
No, it's funnier if you act gayer than usual.
Perfect. I can do that. Looking to the salt and take a second, go, okay.
Oh, Captain, by the way, what is actively?
Really? I have to be gay in a whole new. Ugh. Okay, I can do that. I can add on additional gay. That's fine.
It's just different flavors of gay, and Bay is literally like pulls out a fucking statue of. Statue is a very loose term. It's a tchotchke. It's a tchotchke of the statue of Michelangelo's David.
Oh, God.
It's like this big, and puts it in the array of tchotchkes and crystals.
The Fia's gonna like look at it and go, is that modern gay?
No, that's ancient gay.
Ancient gay. Okay. All right.
That's closeted ancient gay. Yeah. Closeted ancient gay. By history.
Closet glass?
Probably marble, but I think it's more history. There's a phrase that we say here. They were roommates. Oh God, they were roommates. Usually history remembers lovers as being really affectionate roommates. Like historically, you and your crew were probably roommates.
Fia's gonna turn to Basalt and is gonna grab 2 handfuls of Basalt's shirt and pull him in for a second, and with some amount of genuine concerns can say, please tell me that's not what happened to us. Tell me they didn't destroy it.
He looks at you and he's like, not that I mean, we were pretty much the gay.
I can live with that. I can live with that. Good. On to another serious matter. And it's gonna turn to Bay. You probably wouldn't know, but it's something I want to ask the others as well. You being adverse to magic in a very high magic environment seems harmful.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, magic can do so much, right? What if there was a room at the center of all of the magic, so that it's still protected by the magic, that was just devoid of magic? That way, magic is happening on the outside, everyone can save the life. You can be in a room where you're not gonna want to die every time magic saves a life.
I can usually just leave if that's kind of a thing. It's also that. Okay, so I don't know how to put this in like pirate terms. I don't know shit about pirates. That's not from the movies that I've seen and or the porn I've seen. But that's besides the point. Basically, I have something called magic sensitivity. It manifests itself as an allergy. I don't know why it's a fucking allergy, but it is. It's a warning system that I've learned, and I told you, you taste like saltwater taffy. And like, that's kind of the underlying taste. It's because you are not a dragon, but a crocodile. Or a gator? Crocodile? Crocodile. So I'm able to differentiate that usually based on different kinds of supernaturals or magic users who are around me. I can also usually tell if something is warded in like an area and has an active source of magic on it, like the shop. And it basically is my way of being able to traverse through supernatural society and have that warning system of, oh, hey, I know what they are, but they just think I'm a human. So,
What
it's
I was
fine.
suggesting was not to cut out all magic in the room. What I was suggesting, and Thea, he's like, okay, hold on, I understand. We'll go, so there's a whole building with magic and wards, and then you have a room at the center. No magic being cast in the other parts of this building would touch that room.
Mhm.
However, if magic were to be cast in the room, it's not like it would be blocked out. It's just a safety room. Therefore, if someone's still trying to use magic in that room, or there's some danger going on in that room, you would still be aware of it. The warning system would still work, but it would be a reprieve in a house you don't have to leave. Because that's important.
I mean, I don't live here. But yeah, I mean, that's something we could talk about with Emrys if it's something that would make you more comfortable.
You being more comfortable would make me a lot more comfortable. Yes.
Like I said, if it would make you more comfortable by trying to make me comfortable, I'm fine with it. Or I could let an evil Roomba in my head, and that might fix it. But either way,
that sounds like so many more
Ow.
issues.
tell you about the Roomba later. I gotta talk to Apollo. If I look like I'm having a seizure, I'm fine.
Okay.
So I'm just, and they actually starts to lean back, then sits back up. Will you two hold my hands while I do this? Or is that weird?
Actually,
I-
yeah, no, they both just get up. I'm assuming they come sit down on either side of the floor from her.
It's the most like synchronized natural thing. If it's the most normal request in the world, it's like, yeah, okay, cool.
And they just kind of lays down on the ground, holds out both hands, and is just like, okay, so I need to ask about the Queen of Air and Darkness and or the Sea Witch that y'all possibly got fucked around and found out with the crew. And then was there anything else that you might have wanted information about before I go in?
Walt says, if there is any Tempest.
It's the name of the ship, right?
Tempest Honor, yes.
The Tempest Honor?
Yeah.
All right. Making sure I got the right Tempest.
There were too many The Tempests. You know, it's a very popular ship name.
Did you guys get a customized license plate?
Of course we did.
Okay. And then basically just lean back, close their eyes, hold on to both Basalt and Fia's hands. How much bigger are Basalt's hands than Fia's hands in this moment, in Bay's hands, comparatively?
So, you know what a racquetball racket looks like?
Who are you
They're
talking
holding
about?
one of those. Their hand is completely dwarfed in it. And Fia's hands and Basalt's hands compared to your hands are like...
Mhm.
They both worked on it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Basalt was holding your hands and he looks over at Fia and is like...
Good for her.
All right. What am I rolling to commune with Apollo? Long distance call.
I want a willpower check.
All right.
Difficulty is 8.
I just roll a d10, correct?
No, you roll a number of d10s each.
Oh! Listen, it's been a while.
Your difficulty is trying to find as many 8s as possible.
Well, I got 3 9s and a
That's
10.
more than an 8, and that's more than an 8 too. So you
And no ones.
Yeah, no, you lay down, you relax, regulate your breathing. What do you normally use to try and focus on Apollo when you're trying to communicate with him?
It's a combination of everything around Bay right now looks like tchotchkes to the plain eye, but is actually things that are in reference to different parts of Apollo's domain. Apollo being the one who caretakes over Helios. There are a lot of sun-themed things going on. There's like a little cauldron, like Halloween store cauldron, that's plastic, so nothing is set on fire in it. Full of dried herbs that are all like basically sealed with like basically saran wrap and a hair tie. There's a couple citrine crystals. There's a rose quartz. There's probably a bunch of other like crystal shards that maybe once had belonged to a bigger crystal. And then a lot of like bay leaves that have been wrapped around with twine. And there's a couple of like, they have been wrapped around into a smaller, like basically headband. And then there's also a sketchbook that is small. It's like a pocket-sized sketchbook. And if anybody looks inside of it, it is not Faye's handwriting that's inside of it. And it is full of poetry. And then those are the main things to use to focus. And then, of course, the little statue of David basically being the arts themselves. Everything kind of smells like basil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
bay leaves.
You lay back and you begin opening your...
Mm-hmm.
And you begin regulating your breathing, doing everything you can to... It's almost like Kundalini magic, or doing everything you can to open yourself up to the world of metaphysical world. As you do it, as part of what you do ritualistically, you usually pick a favorite poem, and in your head you will cite the poem as you go through it, almost like people will be asked to count backwards when they're getting put under anesthesia. You kind of recite the poem until you've your clarity of the surroundings.
Do you want to know the poem that Bay picks?
Absolutely.
I think Cove already knows which one I'm looking up at the moment. It's not the full poem.
If it's long, you probably wouldn't even get it.
It's not. Prophet girl chosen by the sun, do you hear the gods whispering those silent stardust words? Cursed daughter, uttering insanities no one believes, you regret taking the vow. It's the poem of Cassandra.
So as you recite that, you heal the world quickly. Probably one of the fastest times you... And as your vision fades, it's kind of odd. The vision fades to black, but then suddenly there is just a warm, gentle light. And your vision, instead of fading back in, like there's a blurriness to your vision, and the vision just clears. And you are standing in what looks to be an outdoor garden. You're in like a very large central portion of maze, probably, but it's like a hedge maze. It's not like 10 feet tall. It's like only 4 or 5 feet tall. So yeah, and there's benches in here, and in the center there is a large fountain, and in the center of the fountain there looks to be literally just a sun over the water, but it's not putting out. It's just light, and warmth, and the warmth is very soothing and gentle, not like if you were actually standing. And as you're sitting there, you hear just a voice, and it says, "And what do I?"
Holy fuck, it worked this time too. All right. You realize I'm trying to leave you voicemails, right? When I do it during the night. Not a complete idiot.
I wouldn't have chosen.
Exactly. It's just you chose a gay one with a death wish. I have questions. Do you feel like answering?
I feel trying to help.
Faye is going to explain the conversation they had with Thea and Basalt about the sea witch.
There are certain things I can directly answer, and some, and I apologize. At best of times. But first, the direct answer. Yes. Direct temp. Yes, they could possibly.
Okay. Is it like they get stuck in current time, or are they brought back?
It's going to be complicated. Where they're at.
Mhm.
Kind of like your friends plain touch. They are from another realm and time, not entirely human. They're not as affected because they can survive because they're a blending of all the creatures that also have supernatural aspects that time, but those protections are not going to be effective on ship. Ship comes back, it will be affected. All the age that should have experienced will come.
So
How long ago?
over 200 years, 300. It's been a couple centuries ish.
That probably won't go.
But it's just the ship that would be affected. It's not the crew.
Indirectly. Longer the crews stay here, our current time,
Mm-hmm.
the more the laws rule. Human experience has put on this order universe begin to affect.
What if they go back to their correct time?
They don't have a correct because they were removed from that time. If we sent them back to the they depart. Turn, then I think the real issue is still not in. It's going to be a new time.
So they're not.
And there is a problem with that. Has been dormant in this. Is sent. They are restored. Natural time. They will. They have to go through what they went through. That exists. They may never situations that are happening now.
So is this the kind of thing where, like, if we sent them back to the point where, you know, before they got yoinked into another plane of existence, that they can't just go look for the sleeping Fia and wake Fia up? And then just unravel that whole set of occurrences?
As I said, that's the whole point. But then this Fia is in their own timeline.
Yeah. This is an Emrys question. This is a question for someone much smarter than me. This is an Emrys question, but I think he's laying down some pipe.
Apollo's like, I have absolutely no idea what the wizard. Temporarily.
Yep. I hope they enjoy that.
Everest has that record on in the room, the one that skips and just whip you when I wanna, when I wanna, when I wanna, when I wanna.
Oh, I love you, Sphinx.
That's getting clipped.
Yeah. So basically, the information that Bay gets from Apollo with that is that the Tempest can be restored. It's just that that crew would then be in a different version of the timeline, and if they went to wake up Fia, then the Fia that is asleep would not become our Fia, and our Fia would never reunite with that version of the crew that has been without Fia. Yes?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. As far as Faye is understanding it.
Yes, no, that is accurate to the way Faye is understanding.
Okay.
Apollo says the least complicated outcome, anything that can happen at this point, is if they only temporary access with it. Either the this crew could not go back to their original.
Okay.
They could maintain here and come to this timeline wholly, and that would keep the congruity of this timeline. That would make this timeline still. Or they can stay where they are. Fia can go to them. They can live at alternate pocket dimension, and that would be fine. But that would affect neither the current timeline, the previous timeline, or anything else other than what's in that. Or they can actually, you can create, means that they can come here, timeline, interact with this timeline, and go back to their own realm. The key to that is that this timeline pass in a function, but their timeline means their existence, the pocket reality, has its own time stream.
Okay.
They would back there, and if they stayed there for a week,
okay,
that's only a rough approximation. I have not even followed their dimension. What is actually?
Can you see in that dimension? Listen, I read the gay version of your myths. Astrophysicists and physics and literal heliology was not in the myth that I read. Can you see into the dimension, pocket dimension, that the Tempest crew is in currently?
Sorry, hang on.
No, you're fine. Faye, I do not do the math gay. Apollo apparently is the math gay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Actually,
He laid down too much pipe.
I have an emergency call from my work. Can we go and take our break a little bit early?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen, while I answer this call from my work, and we will be back in about.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. Forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. Oh, oh, never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget. Oh, 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 oh. We run, oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Ladies and gentlemen. Haha, we're back. All right, folks. So, sorry about the interruption. Real life always comes first in dinner game, and folks that pay me are needing stuff done. So just to let everyone know, we're going to have a hard cutoff at 30 Central Standard Time because I have to jump to a work call. So we'll be wrapping up before then. But we were left off with Bay asking Paulo questions and getting insanely complicated answers.
Yeah. Bay once again.
I feel like we need like that video call whiteboard shit where it's like, here's the current timeline, here's the pocket, here's the timeline that'll branch off of the other timeline, here's the other timeline that would branch off of the first branch that Theo would get stuck in, and then
That's what's going on in Bay's head right now. Truthfully. So Bay is just looking at Apollo like, I didn't know you could do this shit. I read the gay version of your history. It's all that was accessible to me. People still think you're roommates with Helios. And they kind of recenter themselves mentally. And they just ask, like, okay, can you see into the parallel pocket bullshit that the Tempest is in with Fia's crew?
I can see into it, but I can't really interact with it because none of them. Oh, hang on, let me check real quick. Cove.
Hi, yes.
None of the crew were direct worshippers of Apollo, right?
Let me.
And I'm not talking
one.
like they knew who Apollo was and acknowledged him. I'm talking about actual faithful.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
devotees.
There is one that might have been, which is why I'm checking something real quick.
Oh no. I'm Scarrow, are you my child? Moment is getting stronger. Tove and I have discussed many times that Thea might think that Bay is their descendant.
Oh, true.
Scarrow. And this makes it funnier.
One.
One?
Tourmaline, specifically, the sailmaker.
Formally? Got it. All right. So Pablo says, I have a faded connection to one of them, which allows me a little bit more access than I had no one acknowledge my existence. I am magic, so that as a way to observe, but through that one person, I may be able to interact. It will be difficult at best, and the response may take some time to come back because of the time problem. But I can make somewhat direct contact.
Which one? Not the one who eats ass.
I
God!
believe from what I know from your interactions that they all eat ass.
All right.
There are some asexuals, thank you.
It wasn't specific.
And Apollo did say may.
May. All right. So the sailmaker, you might be able to do a thing to contact with, but it will take. There's a time gap. You can in fact see into the dimension, and they all look fine, like they're all alive.
No, they're
in
all
one piece.
I think that the basalt would have let everyone know that there was problems.
Okay.
From what I can gather, from the two in your presence, connection there is very strong, and Akron is very much
Fia's captain. Yeah. Fia's shit at stealing in modern day, but Fia's still captain. Mainly because maid shit. But okay, I got one more question for you. This is mainly just I got a question and a half for you. One's a clarification, the other one's an actual question. The half question is, so the sea witch that stuck them in the pocket dimension. Does Homegirl need to be alive for that pocket dimension to stay stable?
No. And the Sea Witch is probably exactly who.
Oh, fucking
Mav.
It's Mav.
Oh,
She's dead. She's super dead.
I was hoping it was maybe Cersei and she was hot and I'd get a girlfriend out of this.
Oh,
All right, fine.
Apollo's like, do you want to be introduced to? Not a good.
No, I mean, if I could
like,
live
I
my
can
life
make
in
an
luxury,
introduction.
no, because she's technically Helios's daughter, and we might be related through magic. I would make a really cute house cat though, but no. Okay, so it's Mav, who I think is the one I had a vision about with the crown and the baby and the bassinet. Okay. You know anything about a telescope that steals people's husbands?
No. Sorry, I could look into it, but I don't.
It's on the college campus where the mages are. I know you don't have really great opinions of mages, but I think that's Rose's new hyperfixation. I'm trying to be helpful, buddy.
Unfortunately, play in touch. You literally can feel in your mind the impression of Apollo doing air quotes jurisdiction.
All right. Cool. I found a sword that might negate magic. I'm gonna keep it and be the Gary version of Geralt. Yeah, that's about it. It's got some weird language on it, but I speak 2 weird languages, so I might be able to deduce it. It was nice chatting with you. Let's do this call again. We can schedule a meeting. I don't know what Divinity has with calendar notes, but bye.
You just like you go by and you're just sitting there. And he says,
Hi.
You do understand that I take these I need.
Oh, fine. What do you need?
Says,
How can I help you?
he says, one thing that I need for us. I need you to make sure Merlin does the right thing.
Excalibur?
On a technicality.
Is it another? The blade has another name, doesn't it?
The Bay has many names, but that's not the point. There is going to come a point in time where he has to make a decision regarding right.
Wait, I've been listening and paying attention to things. There's 2 of those fucking blades in this world.
Yes. Currently,
Do
there
you
are.
mean the? I don't like that. Do you mean the one that Emrys currently has, or do you mean the one that Emrys is trying to locate? That is supposed to be his.
blade that he currently has is not.
Exactly.
I need to make sure he makes the right decision.
The one that is not his. Is the right decision giving it to me?
Probably.
Damn it.
I would
It's
hate
really
to
gonna
see you
be-
stab yourself.
It was only once. I mean, okay. You said us. Do you mean the grand us, the pantheon us, or you and I?
Pantheon and
Like the world?
representatively, yes.
Like the supernatural world? Like the magic world?
Yes, very much.
All right, fine. I got that. Anything else? Thank you for taking
Fade
my
out before
call.
you get this finished.
Yeah, it's cool. Faye opens eyes. Cool.
So you find Fia and Basalt have like turned this into a little triangle as they have gotten. They didn't just get close enough to hold each other's hands. They kind of just slid over until they're leaning up against each other, and so they're both reaching out and holding your hands, and you're literally sitting directly across from them, and all your knees are basically, well, technically Basalt's knees are almost laying across yours because all, but like Fia's knees are up touching up against yours, and your knees are like half draped across Basalt's lap, and
He's just gonna lay there and just open their eyes slightly and then close their eyes again, not wanting to ruin the moment between Fia and Basalt.
Do I notice?
huh?
Do I notice?
Were you watching them actively?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Then yes, you totally notice. Because Fia's eyes pop open for a second, and then you see them look around, and, like, kind of, they're dive to you, Dr. Basalt, and then they close again real quick.
Fia will not move, not act like anything's out of the ordinary. We'll actually kind of like squish up closer to Bay for a second and go, so did it go well?
I have so much information, but I don't want to ruin this really sweet moment between you and your boyfriend. So,
Fia will like take a second and go, sweet as it is, this is pretty much the daily occurrence. Hourly occurrence, even. Sometimes we don't even get minutes.
Yeah. You know, Emerus is laying pipe. Y'all get to hold hands. I'm just happy for you, you know. Aiden's not dead. Rose has 1 out of possibly 2 or 3 spouses. Pandora's dating a shadow creature vampire thing. I'm just happy for y'all.
What I'm hearing is you need a wingman.
No.
No.
No. I need coffee and more than 4 hours of sleep a night.
Basalt kind of looks
That I can do.
Basalt puts a hand on Fia's shoulder and says, actually two. Not Fia.
Fia?
No, Bay.
Bay? Do I need a hug? I'm laying on the ground, buddy. I think I need to maybe...
Basalt, like, gently but firmly, this, like, starts pulling you up to a sitting position without really any effort. And slowly.
Okay. Yes.
Like, release it.
I know.
Put out your hands.
I would love a hug, Basalt. Please do not pop my head like a grape in the hug.
He gently reaches out and like literally cups his arm around your back and shoulders and pulls you in. And then as he's doing it, he reaches out and he gently cups and grabs Fia and brings them both in. And so now suddenly you both are being pressed to Basalt's chest and his arms are crossed across the back of you. And he's just like firm, gentle, and he is very warm.
Yep. Cool. I have good news, I have weird news, and I have weirder news.
Press up against Basalt's chest. Yeah, what's up?
Just like totally nonchalant, like Fia's like
yeah, it's like, you know, in shows when someone gets their face pressed up against the glass and it's all smooshed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, but Fia's looking at you on the other side and having this conversation.
We are Basalt pecked.
Yes.
Between peck and bicep.
Listen, Fia is resisting the urge to reach up and squeeze any part, so you're getting best behavior.
Yes. Okay, so weird good news. Someone on your ship who's a sailmaker has some kind of connection to Apollo.
Come on, yeah. Carried around a little statue.
Yeah, so Apollo
She
can
carved it herself.
maybe contact your sailmaker. But because time is weird, there's no telling when he might get a response back or when they might hear him. So there's
That makes sense. I didn't know, and this is my ignorance upon me, that outside of getting some abilities from a god, if you worshipped that god. And again, forgive me, I know who I'm talking to, still face, still smushed up. I didn't know that it did anything.
To be fair, I just thought I was crazy until, a little while after I realized it was not in fact crazy. So, it's a case by case basis. The second part of that, though, Apollo can see into whatever pocket dimension thing the ship is in. So,
Are they okay?
as far as he can tell, they
Also,
seem
10 years.
fine.
That low rumble that comes through his chest.
Mhm.
10 years ago.
It's like my phone on vibrate. Bass boosted. Yeah, Apollo said that it seems like they're fine. They're still, as far as I got from him, in one piece. The ship is still in one piece. Here comes the weird information. It's possible. I don't know how it would be done. It's a lot of physics and magic shit, and basically motions towards the warded room where our lovely mage is in, laying pipe. It is not my area of expertise. Sphinx, I love you. But there is possibly a way to get the ship and the crew who have been out of time into the current day, but the ship itself would stand the test of time that it was not here for. You were gone for 300, 200 something years?
No one ever told me when it was. I have no idea. When are we? Which is a question I didn't think I would ever ask.
2022 is when this game is currently set, correct?
Yeah.
2022.
300 something years, yeah.
All right, so I'm guessing your ship is not built to be unmaintained for 300 something years.
Oh, it's like,
Exactly.
and it'll be on the
So-
water the entire time.
Yeah. So if your crew can swim, possibly they might be fine. The other thing that was kind of put to thing is kind of like a custody arrangement where you could get visitation hours with them, where they could pop into our time, because it's all a weird timeline shit. Once again, Emrys could probably explain it better, probably also a little bit of Pandora. I think Pandora likes the sci-fis. So, and Bay will basically start to explain what Apollo
through
said
it all.
of, possibly visitation of one comes one way, the other one comes the other way, but putting Fia's crew back in the original spot to then go wake up Fia would mean that this version of Fia would never get to reunite with their crew. But the plus side is, if you kill the sea witch, the pocket dimension doesn't disappear. And it is, in fact, probably Mab, who the group knows. She's also kind of already dead, I think.
You gave me a gift and then you took it away.
I don't know face shit. You gotta ask Rose.
No, I will. But
Emrys
Come on.
understands sometimes too. Whenever he's done doing whatever the fuck he's doing.
I think fucking is exactly what he's doing.
God, I hope so. Apollo, I hope so.
By the way, Basalt has not let go. So this
I
entire
know.
conversation-
We're we're functioning off of that thought process that we're still having this conversation pressed up against titties.
But I
It's
mean,
the most comfortable place, thank you.
so yeah, I hope that gives you some kind of clarity of help. I also got nothing on the fucking telescope situation. I tried asking. You don't know. But I do have to keep an eye on Emrys if he gets the correct sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Emrys of all people?
Right?
Listen, not to. I love the group you have here. Not to disparage any of them. Emerus is not the one I would have picked to be worried about.
It's me, isn't it?
Not in this capacity, no.
Okay.
So, let's jump over real quick. Milagros,
Hi.
have you been stuck upstairs this entire time just trying to manage
Okay,
the shop?
so what happened was, because Emrys does have employees, her one concern is with the situation going on with all of us. So when Emrys went to help Aiden, she went upstairs to handle all the people that were supposed to be coming in. I was making sure that everybody was coming in as a customer so that the wards would not explode anyone, because then that would be another problem for us to deal with. And there have been enough near deaths in the group in the last 72 hours for that to be a problem. And so when Aiden was okay and Rose went upstairs to collect everybody, so she recognizes most of the group. She recognizes the trolls because she stayed in Rose's house so often. And she recognizes Auntie Bess because she met her once. But she does not recognize the Robin Hood looking motherfucker. And unfamiliar is bad right now because things have been very chaotic. So when Rose is going to leave and is gathering the whole crew, she stops him before he can leave, and very kindly, very gently, grabs him and holds him up, dangling in the air, and is like, "Listen," and just trying to keep quiet. And he's like, "Listen, I understand you're probably some important person, and I know that Rose is a general now and she can take care of herself. But I don't like being separated from my friends, and she's been missing. And I just need you to know that if anything happens to her while I'm not there, because I'm not there, I'm going to kill everyone. Do you understand? I have a human downstairs who can't be put in more danger. Emrys has been kidnapped too many times. If something else happens to Rose, I'm going to freak out.
Are you free Friday?
I'm gay. And no." She's gonna put him down. I don't know how tall he is, but she was holding him so that they were at eye level. He was dangling.
Oh yeah, his feet were a good 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
And he put you down. And he's like, he puts you down. He's looking. He kind of looks up at you. And he's like, I am not part of Countess's entourage.
I know.
Sent by the court.
Yep.
So technically, I am completely under her control because I'm.
Yep.
So I would act as her vassal, which I would protect her.
Okay, good.
So you won't have to kill me. I should already be dead if something happened.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to save you that worry. I know killing strain and psychological problems, but don't worry about it. I'll be dead. But what I want you to know is that you're very pretty. I'm sorry that I am not of the right gender. And I hope that we can be.
Sure.
Good. Now, who are you again?
Pandora. I've actually taken an oath to Rose, so I understand this is her domain. I've spent a lot of time with her people and in her house. High King David's gone missing 4 times. I don't. We have to microchip him or something.
Time, I think.
Well, he keeps going missing from us. He keeps we need to microchip
You
him.
knew about where he was when he was missing?
We got him back. We were the ones that went to that
But
bank
you
and got
never
him
heard
back.
anything about where he was when.
Well, because the world immediately started to end, and then all the shenanigans happened, and then Rose went missing.
But again, High King David's court never heard about you knowing where he was when he was missing.
Well, we didn't know where he was for a lot of the time, and then we were the ones that found him and brought him back.
Again,
That didn't get around that we were the ones that picked him up.
no, that's completely understood. But what you're telling us is we had assumed that you found out where High King. immediately went to go get him.
Yes.
did.
And immediately came back.
Yes. Then we
Good.
did a bunch of other
Because the way
problems.
I was interpreting this is you had known about where High King David was for some time, and then
No.
okay,
No, we went got him, and then
Sorry.
shit went down, and now he's missing again.
sorry, we were about to have some exciting times in it. Thank you
Yeah.
for clarifying.
Mhm.
All right, so in the meantime, we're going to. I'm assuming he looks over at Rose. I'm assuming we're leaving now.
Yes.
We're leaving now. So, if you need anything from us, and he pulls out a business card, he hands
Yeah.
it.
Get the car. She's gay.
No. This is
Yeah, reference.
Yeah, get in the car. Got it. No. This is just in case they need anything. They already told me.
Yeah.
Anyway, my phone number's on it. If you need anything, direct call. If you can't get in touch, I'm saying other way. Leave a voicemail. I'll get to it if I'm not dead.
Okay.
Have a good night. He goes
Yes.
he goes walking out the door.
Rose, good luck. If anything happens, please let us know immediately.
Yep.
Okay.
Aiden's like looks at you and he's like, if you want to come, there's always room for like someone who can share building.
I
We've
just
got 3 trolls, so we can technically take down building 2, but
Emery's just went missing like twice a few days ago, and
Stay with Emery's.
I want to stay with him and with Bay, and
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, gotcha. And then Aiden leans forward and he kind of just he leans forward and looks at you and he's like, okay.
I hope so. Don't
Think
like
it was
when
gonna
we
Aiden.
split up.
He looks down at you. He's like, seems shorter out here. And he turns around and he leaves.
It takes 2 near-death experiences per day to get him to be sincere for about 5 seconds. That's it. We used it all up.
Is he feeling he's feeling the audacity right now, isn't he?
Oh yes, he is actually skating on this edge of like if he were like to be diagnosed right now, he would be on the manic side.
Oh shit.
It's like he's doing the whole I survived, I'm a fucking immortal.
Pandora,
Yes.
when I get back, and if the world isn't ending again,
I know, right?
I'm gonna need some tequila.
Oh, that's a new choice. Okay.
And she'll just head to the car, get in, take a deep breath, exhale. All right, let's go get dumbass husband number 2. Let's go.
Let's go get the golden retriever.
So we're gonna take the rest of the time and take it for the drive. And so you guys reach the actual campus. You pull up to the observatory parking lot. All the construction's still happening down the fucking hill. Because remember they pulled out like a bunch of earth that was basically turned into silver. And now there's just like a bunch of construction lines and everything like that. And you can see that there's a bunch of heavy duty equipment there from earth moving and everything. But that's part downhill. And there's a bunch of workers walking around. There's also students going everywhere. Because remember, it's daytime now. Classes are still in session. And so you end up having to park like way far away.
It's fine. We're just gonna walk. It's a nice day out. We're just gonna walk.
Gotcha. No less than half a dozen co-eds come up and like start trying to flirt with either you or Aiden throughout the entire walk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there any car accidents today?
No, there's not. Mainly because you're walking through a parking lot.
Thank God.
But Aiden keeps on going, I like this one. Can we keep it?
No.
Damn it. This one looks like a
I mean,
puppy.
if you want to.
This one looks like a puppy.
She's just waiting until they're out of earshot of all like the normal mortals.
Yeah.
She's like, you are allowed to have dreamers, you know.
He's like, oh, I know. Like, that's not the point. Anyway.
I mean, You know we'll have to ensorcel them, right?
I'm playing with you. Stop being so serious all the time.
Hey.
What's the worst that can happen?
I was trying to do health.
What's the worst that could happen? Almost died twice today.
He says, I know. And he says, I know. And he like reaches down, he links his arm with yours.
Aw.
And he says, I know. He says, but you know, there's only so serious you can take all.
I'm not being serious.
About negotiating.
I'm not. Do you want me to?
It's like, I don't have contracts, so I have no.
She just shakes her head and she's like, you can actually hold my hand, you know.
Fine. He holds your hand instead. So you guys walk up to the
Planetarium.
planetarium. You can see that there's a large close sign on the door of the planetarium. There's no like police paper instruction line. That just says closed to the public until further notice.
Yep.
As you come walking up, the door opens up and there is a very young knocker who opens the door. And he says,
You're not Molly.
He looks at you and he says, no, I'm not. Door guard.
And who are you?
The door guard.
Your name.
Timmy.
That is probably a lie.
Ow.
Can you let Molly know that Rose is here?
That's also the name of the desk.
Yes, I am the Countess.
Fuck! Floor slams.
Oh wait,
And
wait,
you hear running off in the background. She's here! She's here! She's here!
She actually hearing that, she actually cracks a little bit of a smile because this is quite amusing and kind of giggles.
And Emery's is like, gotcha, terrifying people make me happy.
Yeah.
Emery, sorry.
No.
Aiden says,
No.
Emery says,
Emery's, yeah, no, sorry. Emery's
It was
still,
it's just the whole scene was just cute and adorable.
I know. Sure.
Yeah, step on it.
He walks in. You see that there is about half a dozen people here. 3 of them are knockers that are not Molly. They are. One of them is on the platform. You can see that the telescope has been lifted up out of the moorings. There are chains that are holding it in place, suspended in the air. You can see that remember the lead box I told you about?
It's out.
Yes, it's out. It's been separated from the telescope itself. Molly is literally floating in the air. She has not that white shift she was in previously.
Yeah.
She still looks about 19 years old, and she's floating above it, and her hands are outstretched. Her hair is just flying around as it almost looks like she's underwater.
Yeah.
And she is wielding a massive amount of gland. And it's being all focused on the box itself. You can tell that she is using high levels of scene, high levels of prop, and she is using several different arts.
Yeah.
And as she's manipulating it, and the little knocker who was screaming she's here, he's standing like almost directly beneath her feet and just like you know, knitting their thumbs back and forth. It's like, miss, you told me to tell you when she was here. I was supposed to wait outside, but I didn't, and now they're here, miss. And so slowly Molly floats down. As she does so, the lead box floats back up into the place it was sitting in the actual telescope itself, and it sits back down in place. She floats down to the ground. She gently lands. She opens her eyes, and she says, "I gather." Go upstairs. Let Gustav tell you what to do. Time,
love knockers so much.
And he nods and like takes off and goes running up the little ladder stairs to the second level. You can see that there is also 2 red caps that are sitting down on the lower level. Both of them are in chimerical armor. Both of them have weapons, and they're keeping an eye on you all, not watching anyone else in the eye on you all. And Molly comes walking over, and you can see that whatever she's been doing, as she's walking over to you, her feet are leaving, like walking on.
Yeah.
Walk through water, and there's water footprints. Comes walking up to all of you. Countess, and she bows, curtsies properly.
Molly?
I have been able to ascertain.
Well, okay.
It's a telescope, but it just...
It sees over time, I'm assuming. Okay, that's lining up with what I already know. Is that where Finn went?
Also, because it has a direct contact, any other
Yes.
utilize access acts as waterfall. Energies of
So that telescope is pulling glamour from Arcadia.
if we where else
Okay.
also that box
Yes.
holds items. That box holds the entity allow ice to access.
Entities? And 3 knockers. Yes.
Also, also
That's new information. I'm sorry. 3 dangerous vampires in there.
also
No humanity.
there are also and there are
Everything
3
is-
mortals.
She just quickly types in the group chat. Be like, this telescope, inputs all the information. She's like, I knew about the knockers, I knew about the mages. This is also what added, and she'll put for white. These are 3 kindred that have no humanity left. And Eternals are wraiths, correct?
Don't know for
I can roll it.
roll it.
Would I know?
Occult. Both of you can make me occult rolls. It's intelligence plus occult. Anyone else who is looking in the chat can also make the same roll. Intelligence plus occult.
Would this actually? I don't have a cult. Would this fall under?
do.
Would this fall under Greymare?
No, because it doesn't directly relate to.
Hold on, Greymare is completely. It has more than one definition to it.
Oh, and the
It's my
difficulty.
numbers.
the
It's currently
difficulty-
busy.
The difficulty on this is a 10.
Damn.
Damn, I only got.
1 is enough.
only got 1. Damn it. I got excited.
I got excited. I got
Okay.
excited and blew it the fuck up.
I'm gonna be so real. I still don't know a ton about World of Darkness, so when I knew that whites didn't mean like, oh, there's
Okay,
3
that's
white people in there,
me.
but that's where my mind went. Like, there's just 3 random white people being held hostage.
And what were we gonna say? Em?
Hold on.
Okay.
Like they're special white. They're like every European possible at once somehow white. Like
Well,
The
one of
quintessential.
the white supreme, the white prime.
The mayest of mayos.
When you're having to look multiple skills because they're different inchlings, so hold on.
Yep.
There's 3. Basically, what it is it's 3 different versions of Martha Stewart.
No.
The
But
Mega
Super Bowl for his
Marthas.
friends.
Don't
The
worry.
Mega
I
Marthas.
would say it's a good thing.
It's
Maybe.
it's Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray, and oh my god, who was the other famous Food Network lady?
Bobby. Oh, I was gonna say Bobby Flay, but he's a man.
Yes, the best Food Network lady, Bobby Flay.
Bobby-
You mean the Prairie Lady?
yeah.
So, pinning
Mhm.
is the thing that is for sensing non-glamour things. So that is the only thing that I think can apply because occult isn't a thing in Changeling the
Go ahead and
Dreaming.
use
It is
pinning.
not. Perfect. Intelligence, correct?
Yep.
I can't remember. I know that there's like a video of her somewhere being like, just use a stick of butter and then puts like a pound of butter into the pan. Or the vodka lady that's like 2 shots of vodka.
vodka. All right.
Those are the whites.
What do I need to hit?
10.
10.
Oh, fuck.
I got 1.
2.
Damn!
Shit.
Good.
You forget Rose's bread and butter is like Kenning, Greymare, and Enigmas. Like those are like her bread and
There is one
Melee.
creature who literally, in all of World of Darkness, who literally cannot die. There is no way for them to die. They're absolutely immortal. And I'm talking about their physical form.
Yeah.
Mummies.
She'll put in Eternals. # mummies. Send.
Hashtag mummy. And there is, but from one point for Diamond, for what Bay got, there is immortals who are known to have been moving and shaking in the backgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
and they are so detached from immortal society because they have been around for fucking, and they just cannot. They seem to cannot be destroyed. They're always there, no matter what happens. So, and they're got lots of different titles. They had lots of different acronyms. But you know that a lot of their history seems to come back. Egyptian mythology for mummies, eternal creed, physical houses. Those mummies they were completely mortal.
Yes.
They were born mortal.
Yep.
First time they died, it's like
They cheated Anubis, if I remember correctly.
yeah, it's more like it missed.
Mhm.
And now they can never die. It's more like it missed. And they have a lot of power that they developed through their
Yeah.
time on existing, that they now have all this knowledge and power. But it is so rare that there is maybe 24 of these.
Yep.
And if
That
there are fucking 3 in here, that's like an 1/8 of their entire population is in this device.
Yep. So Rose is just like, okay. So we have humans. We have mummies. We have vampires that should be killed. We have shifters. We have mages. And we have changeling. Which total up to 6.
And there's 3 of each, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There's
What
a
did-
lot of people. It's a
And-
lot of people.
Molly says there also seem some empty.
For 3 more. And then adds in there's an empty spot for 3 more. Who knows? It could be demons. It could be wraiths. Who knows?
Molly says, I think that they're
Okay. Well, it could be demons. Who knows? If they exist. Spoiler alert, they do. It's called Demon the Fallen.
Oh, we need another player. Let's go.
Molly says, so what we know of what happened with Finn must have understood in some way,
Innately, probably.
or through his formidable. And I think he attempted contact,
Our daughter, yes.
and I think whatever he tried ended up just taking it. Because we can look through this, we can get access to here, and we mainly here just to access, gain energy from mages, and the Fae were using glamour, and from what I know from the contract, it was supposed to be have access. Apparently, one aspect or another of happened in the contract from the mine.
I'm sorry. What?
The knowledge of the contract has existed, been written.
Yes.
It has
yes.
not been being honored because the Fae have not been able to force their side of it. None of us knew it existed.
Well, I know it exists. I've seen when it was made.
But now you see about it before that?
No.
Know about that before? I'm assuming
No.
that even the
So-
Shadow Courts would have forced their hand back into if they known it existed.
They're not in town, are they? Great. So, okay. So there's a possibility about what happened to me earlier this morning may have been a warning call about Finn. Great.
Now, are you ready for the good news?
Yes. Thank you for getting the bad news out first.
That was sorry.
Oh, okay, continue. Am I gonna need to sit down?
Bring her a chair.
She is just gonna sit down, and poor Aiden is just gonna feel her hands tighten.
The telescope itself is a physical apparatus,
Yes.
which, as it was made, was actually like a barrier for the banality of the. When the gates of Arcadia open, the sheer volume of banality as it affects this device increased exponentially because of the amount of glamour that can come. Telescope is eroding.
Great.
Have about or this device will. And if this device ceases to function, all the bindings hold everything in the box.
It's gonna release it open. She just sends a text to that too.
It's not world anyway, but whatever happens locally is going to.
I'm so sorry, Emery's, but there's gonna be a knock on the door. I know he's out of time, but like
literally, he would literally, it's gonna come by like Emery's is gonna walk into the door, and then whenever anyone taps or knocks on the door, it's gonna break the spell.
I'm so sorry, dude.
How are we gonna fix this?
Anything I can think of is we need to break portions of the binder in the planetarium, and then I think the thing we can do as an emergency red.
Yeah.
Rose Red had insulated them where they're at, and they have a strong balefire, an incredibly strong.
Yeah. And where it's at, there's not a lot of banality.
Which means that it can exist there at least for an extended period of time, and if anything else needs to be done, it will also give us access to a safe place. The biggest problem is about the contract. We all know about the contract. If you move this to your freehold, your access.
And yet the mages were the ones that made us lose all memory of the contract.
Until we can
which
unravel
is a
that
violation.
Until we can unravel that map and find out who the cause of it was, not prove that
Well,
and the contract still remains for us, which means there is no evidence that the contract was broken and cause our magics that are on the contract make it a broken.
so in the end, I was still in the right for rightfully being pissed.
In the end, I am not in a.
I hate it when you do that. Okay. We will talk to Emery's, because that is the only one that I feel safe talking about this with right now. When he is not busy with his fiance. And Rose will send a text of, leave Emery's alone.
It may be too late.
Okay. So, it's a one-way ticket.
Oh, sweet tea special, by the way.
No.
Every time.
So, it's a one-way ticket. And he can't get back here.
No, I'm sorry. That is the only. If we establish it inside Rose Red, inside a protected domain, he may be able to actually increase its strength and resistance to allow it to function as a possible gateway.
Okay.
But it would then function as a gate. Both direct.
I mean, we already have a trot in my house. What's one more?
Fraud. Not only gateway to
I know. Ever since the pre-shattering, I know. Okay. She's obviously trying to process.
Mm-hmm. Aiden's like, I think for right now, focus on.
Yes. Correct. However, we need to be. She looks at Aiden. We need to be very careful. Besides, we trust Emery's. We need to be very careful on who we talk to on the council.
Molly looked at you and says, as of right now, I have invoked our rights, and you've been held out from it for so long, even if we cannot prove it. I have asked for our own time. No mages are the next 2 days. I guarantee come here. But gestures over to the red caps. I have taken.
Good. Carry on. But as I said, we're going to need to be selective on who we talk to on the council.
Council does.
All right. Good.
Of us are knowledgeable.
Well, the one who is of the Celestial Chorus knew about the contract.
They're not required. We signed someone on. Well, we know there's the signatures are all there. Whoever signed the contract knew about it. Had none. Prove they took away that knowledge from us, then violated and then the stipulations contract for whoever violates it.
Which we all know about fake contracts. If you violate one, it is nasty.
But point is, until we can prove it is still a standing.
Yep. Well, it looks like I'm gonna need to do some of my gifts later on to see what I can dig up.
Time. Work.
Yep. Get
am
back
I
to
preparing
work.
for the move then?
Yes.
I'm going to need to access more resources.
All right.
These people need us to continue to stabilize what we have. I'm going to need to bring in a.
Understood.
Nothing else.
Get back to work. And thank you.
Kind of looks and she curtsies. It's actually holding the curtain.
Molly. You know you don't have to do that.
She looks at you and her eyes are fucking. Enacted.
For your safety. And it should have worn off by now. It should have worn off last night.
I've learned.
And she'll just get up and leave. And she's trying not to cry. Because that is the first time Molly has ever looked at her that way, even since she was a child.
That's probably the first time you ever exerted any type of authority over.
Yep.
So
So
the nature of your relationship.
yeah,
Authority.
you know, as she's leaving, she's just silently crying.
All right, so you're headed back to the house. Faye, you are recovered. Pandora, did you go knock on Emery's room?
Yeah.
All right. So, Bay, as you guys are recovering and still
Mhm.
in the
And
clutches.
oh, by the way, the reason Pandora is so sad too is because Pandora doesn't know about the time magic thing. So like, she thinks that he's been in there with his fiance that he hasn't seen in ages, which she also hasn't seen Vera in ages. And she's like, I did let him sleep, and now I also can't let him see with his fiance. I'm a terrible friend, but we're all gonna die. Everybody's please get out.
I think as soon as because
Sad
Bay
dog
and
noises.
Thea are still
Mhm.
are
Squished.
still
They're
squished
still on the
between
titties.
bicep and pec. We're just chilling at this point.
Actually,
They
funnily
won't-
enough, as you guys are kind of squished there, Basalt kind of just like squishes his butt around and he just leans back against the couch, still holding the two of you.
That's fine.
So now you're in
Bay's
recliner
accepted it.
mode.
Bay's accepted it. It's like, this is just my life now. It's fine.
There
Um,
comes a point where Fee actually like tosses once they're in like recliner mode, tosses a leg over Bay as well. Like
Yep.
if we're in it.
we're in it. We're in it.
It's a warm snug.
It's fine. And Bay's just like, oh, vibration, phone. Why the fuck is there mummies now? And it's just says that out loud. God damn it. And then sees Pandora come down. Pandora.
Pandora takes a second to assess the squish, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, I brought stuff for Bay, so Pandora has a water bottle tucked under her arm, and a plate of food, and then a mug of tea, and it's like, I don't know how long you'll be stuck there, but I can't remember.
Lifts his arm up, hold this holding Bay. He's like, hot stuff.
Okay, well, I don't remember the last time I saw you eat or drink something that wasn't gasoline, which is my fault. But you need to have actual food and water,
So
please.
looks at you. You made them drink gasoline?
No.
No, I don't know if you guys had this way of making coffee, but there's a way of making it where you're supposed to water it down 50-50. It basically makes pure heart-stopping espresso. And part of my family's from the Caribbean. We never watered it down. My
Oh.
mom never watered it down. I never watered it down. I just drink it straight, and apparently that's supposed to kill you. I don't know.
I've
I'm not
I've
weak.
been to Miami. I know.
Yeah, I'm not weak. I just drink it straight up, and apparently that's bad. But you need to eat, please.
Fine. Bay just
I don't
takes-
know what terrible thing is going on with mummies, but you need to eat still.
Don't. But Emrys is doing sex magic. Leave him alone. Come sit on the couch.
Is that what life means?
I don't think Pandora's come here, and they will scoot further into
the-
Basalt to make room for Pandora and just live their life wedged between shifters.
Yes. just squid.
Thea will actively lift the leg over so that Pandora can get in.
Yes.
And if Pandora does join, Thea will then put the leg back over both
Okay,
of them.
okay, that's fine.
Once Pandora knuckles in, Basalt's like, oh, that's it. He puts his hand
Yes.
He needs his rest.
And they will then
There's
take whatever
officially a
food-
puppy pile in Emery's living
It's a
room.
puppy pile.
it's
We
a
did
shifter
it.
pile with a random Cuban stuff. They will eat as eating the pastry and making a big show of chugging half the water bottle.
Okay,
While
good.
directly making eye contact with Pandora.
Is this what you wanted?
Basically. Queer people can never just hydrate normally.
No.
We have to do it begrudgingly. M.
We're talking about you. You never just hydrate.
Yes.
Sphinx teleported to the camera for me.
No, I don't.
No.
Well,
You never
usually-
just-
Because usually, like right when we hit about this point, I'm out of my drink
Yes.
and I don't get up.
Means you have to get up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And those who don't know, I have severe arthritis issues, so me getting up is a little difficult sometimes.
Oh, cat. We got a cat.
Bay is going to then info dump to Pandora everything about Apollo, everything about the parallel world, everything about the fucking being told Emrys needs to make the correct choice with the fucking sword, everything about the
Absolutely.
cuddle session with Basalt and Fia, and how Basalt has really nice pecs. And whenever he talks, it feels like your phone's on vibrate in your ear. And then finally, the text messages from Rose. And Bay's gonna go through the entire list and be like, you know what that means? That's a little fucked up that they put humans in there with supernaturals. But there's fucking mummies.
Are they fucking?
I heard about those. I heard about those from Mark, like ages ago. He was able to read this weird book that Vera's sire had in his library. It's like,
fuck, that's right. Rock's read the book.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the Book of Nod.
Yeah.
The Book of Nod. I was so mad.
It's some like vampire Bible type thing, but they were.
No, it's a book.
That's what Pandora knows. Okay, she doesn't know a lot.
And while we're here in the shifter cuddle pile, Bay's gonna. Yeah. Speaking of kindred,
Huh?
kind of being hunted by the Camarilla, if you know who they are.
When did this happen? Is this from before?
Yeah,
Oh, that won't be a problem.
that was from like college. Remember my college story?
That won't be a problem.
Yeah, kind of being hunted by the Camarilla.
I'll just never take my eyes off of you, and when they show up, blender.
I mean, I can. It's fine.
Fia will look over to Pandora and go, I can see for miles and call down lightning. Team up?
Absolutely, and Pandora's gonna shake his hand. Nobody touches their fucking human.
Yep.
I have one more thing. Before you two decide to double tag team blender some people.
Mhm.
I need to go bother a hunter across the street. Do you want to come with me later?
Yes.
You're not leaving our site, so.
Yeah, no,
Right.
we've decided you can't leave our site.
Bay's just gonna open a text message and send it to Johnny. Like, hey,
Hey,
what kind of tea do you want from the tea shop? I'm gonna bring you some today. Send.
You just get English.
Cool. I'm bringing friends.
You get a text like friend? Question mark.
I have.
What's going on?
I
Question
have
mark.
friends.
I'm not supposed to be letting you know I'm here. Question. Exclamation point.
I'll bring you a bagel.
Thank you, a bagel.
We have bad luck with bagels. I don't trust
We have
bagels.
bad luck with bagels.
Fine. I'll bring him a muffin.
Yes.
There's no
Do you know
replies
Muffin
back.
Man?
There's And the best part is that it's like, Bay, giant friend, little friend. It's not the giant friend that's the bigger threat. The giant friend can't levitate and call lightning. It's the little one. Okay. I love that kind of dynamic so much.
Does the door to the magic room ever open? Or is it
I was
still
gonna say yes.
Rickard Scratch?
Is Amber's still with us?
You get you kind of do the whole. You shouldn't come out immediately. And she's like, yeah, that would look weird. So you basically come out like 20 minutes after you win.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes after you win.
Yeah, and Emrys looks like visibly like he's definitely changed clothes. The beard's a little bit bushier.
Shaved, or he's more cleanly shaved.
He's
Yeah.
glowing. He's got that glow.
It's got the
Yeah.
retwist.
Absolutely.
He's stretching a bit. Oh wow. Yep.
Like,
The bags
Oh my
under
God.
the eyes are gone. You actually got sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
well rested.
Fia elbows Basalt to get him awake or more awake.
He sits up.
Well,
Salt one of those people that can fall asleep in 2 minutes because I hate those people.
Yeah. He had a
uh,
whole bunch of warm people all over him.
we're also
Yeah, but
pirates.
even then, I can't fucking sleep.
But Fia will like nudge him, will turn his face to look at Emrys as he comes out and just point and go, does that remind you of anyone? Fia will think for like 5 seconds and then go, too many people. Aurum. Blinkier version, but you know.
All right, everybody get off me.
An annoyed grumble. And it's very slow and very like, I don't want to. But
They will just offer Fia.
And a fair trade has been made, and basalt is free.
It's just like, eh?
Fia needs cuddle
I almost think Basalt just like fair enough, and just dumps Fia on bed. Kind of like someone throwing a blanket off of them, but it's Fia.
The shifter leader of leaders just to your lap.
This is what Emrys fucks up to.
Cuddle pile.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basalt's walking by Emrys' bathroom, like pointing.
Look, that way. Yes. Second door to the left.
I was walking over. And so,
Did you have a good time?
And Emrys displays
Aww.
big ass Cheshire cat grin.
Valerie comes out in a completely different outfit. As she goes walking out, it's like, it's
I don't know.
So which one of you is the plumber?
Oh! Pandora
Take
finally gets what was going on.
Like, without missing a beat. We take turns.
Emrys, there's mummies now.
Emrys is like walking towards
Couldn't give it 10 seconds.
and it just like stops, like, I'm sorry, fucking what?
Come join. We will give you the debrief. You must join.
Okay. Also, Valerie, Bay, Valerie.
Valerie walks right past Emrys and says, "Pleasure to meet you," and just like lays down in the cuddle pile.
Immediately accepted into the cuddle pile. The cuddle pile assimilates all.
Am I gonna need a notebook for this? Okay.
Emrys, do you have like a blackboard or a whiteboard so we can draw a bunch of timelines?
Valerie says, and she opens up her purse, pulls out like a tiny whiteboard and throws it, and it like forms out into a full-size whiteboard, and there is a hovering marker.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
She looks at you. You okay? Looking at Bay.
I'm allergic to magic. It's fine. It's cool.
Oh my
That one's
god,
fine.
I'm so sorry. You know,
Nah, it's fine. It's cool.
You know,
I'm so intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text Rose real quick, and Bay's gonna just text Rose. We are in the basement of the Couch and Quill having a cuddle party. If you need to come and do the cuddle party with us, you are invited. Said. In the group chat.
Aiden has the phone. She is just crying in the back
no.
seat of the car.
Oh no! We just texted the emo.
You just texted me.
Like she's like laying down in the back seat of the car, just crying.
And she's like, all you do is you see Aiden holding up the phone in front of himself, and he like just has this weird.
You just hear sniffling
No,
in the back.
he's this Cheshire grin on his face, and he takes a picture and he sends it.
Oh
Just
no!
laying your head in his lap, just sobbing. Fuck you.
Why is Rose
crying.
crying?
We don't know. It might be about the mummies, but it might be
Might be about the
anything else.
mummies.
It could be anything else.
Yeah,
And
mummies.
Then there's a text on Rose's phone. Aiden, it's a cuddle pile. Our way.
Lovely. Sweet. Send.
Rude.
So
Wait on
mummies.
the couch.
Mummies.
Like, okay, but two of us. Like,
There's about 30 people in the box.
30 people.
18.
18. I was about to say, it's not 30, but there's space for more.
Okay, there's about 20 people in a box in the telescope, and 3 of them are
Oh.
mummies.
The weird lead box. There's people in the box.
There's
There's people
a
in the
ton of
box.
people in the box.
Yeah, Rose didn't give the details. Basically, relay to everything that she
Yeah.
learned from Ollie
There's a
in
ton
the
of people in the
text.
box.
Yeah.
They might take the box.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Oh.
want wolves running around. I saw them in Goosebumps. They were real fucked up. I'm assuming it's not like Night at the museum where like they're secretly hot underneath.
No.
Probably not. No.
No.
I've
No.
read about them in theory.
I
I've
don't
never
think any of
actually
them are
encountered
Robbie
one.
Malek. It's
We
real sad.
don't know for sure, though.
True. We don't know
I'm
for
gonna-
sure.
I guess. I don't know.
I should be all gross, but I'm not.
Oh, there's
That is-
one more text. There's one more text
Oh
that
lord.
says the council may have violated the contract.
Is that just to Emrys?
No, it's in the group chat.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
need
I
to
don't-
make sure
I'm
if
not
they did or didn't.
Oh boy.
a lawyer.
Because if
This-
they violated it, bad shit will happen.
That's not good. What if they What if they violated it? Bad shit should have already happened. So maybe not. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
No, she'll just, like, she's texting, but it's like it's slow, really slower than normal.
Sure. Because of the crying.
Yeah, it says there are the possibility they may have found a loophole by wiping the memories out. So I will discuss more when we get there. We are going to have to be extremely careful, besides you, on who we talk to on the council for what we need to do.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we got 7
Here
minutes.
And here I thought I would have a bit more time to relax. Ah, well.
You know that's never how we.
And then
We
shrugging
got at least 2
emoji.
days. She said we got at least 2 days.
And Emrys texts back, because of course there's a time crunch. When is there not?
And we're gonna have to wrap at this point because I do have to get ready for my other call for work.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm glad we're getting everyone into the right place. Next steps. It's gonna be very in.
I'm so scared.
I'm so scared.
I'm so scared right
It's gonna
now.
be fun.
So-
It's gonna be fun. And you guys, thank you so much for joining. Everyone watching right now. Remember, please, if you can donate to PCRF, try and help out in any way we can. We're gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you guys because we have to. I get there on time, so we're just gonna say goodnight to everybody. We're not gonna raid out this time, which is weird for us, but we will raid out next time. We'll raid out somehow twice next time. We'll develop time travel. And but thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. Tomorrow night is Kingdom of Mist, but it's going to be a special edition. We're not going to play D&D. We're going to play something else, and because Milagros needs to take the night off, because they're going to do something fucking. And so we're going to see you guys tomorrow night for our Monster of the Week game, Place of Kingdom. And we love you all. Remember, during the game, we always save you a seat at the table and do what you can to keep yourself safe and healthy so you can be at that table with as often as possible. Wear a mask when you cancel, just can. We almost always went to Gen Con. Almost all of us got COVID. It's a thing. Love you and
Good night.